dreaming about being a star, you know what I'm saying? I was dreaming about how I was going to get through tomorrow without getting in a fight or, getting into trouble.
Donnie Wahlberg is a millionaire and is adored by millions of young people all over the world. Wahlberg is 21 years old and a member of the New Kids on the Block. In fact, he's known as the group's bad boy. And as Scott Rappaport tells us, Wahlberg's latest problem will not do anything to make his bad boy image go away.
Are you ready for rock and roll?
The New Kids' rise from the streets of Boston to become one of the top rock moneymakers ever is legend. Even if you don't like their music, you have to admire a bunch of tough blue-collar kids who've used their celebrity to influence millions of impressionable fans to say no to drugs and yes to traditional family values.
When I was growing up in Boston, I wasn't dreaming about being a star, you know what I'm saying? I was dreaming about how I was going to get through tomorrow without getting in a fight or, getting into trouble and this and that.
Even without dreaming about it, new kid Donnie Wahlberg is undeniably a superstar. But his dreams about avoiding trouble, those seem to be slipping away. Yesterday, the 21-year-old teen idol was arrested in Louisville, Kentucky for allegedly setting fire to an alcohol-soaked hotel carpet, a charge Donnie denies.
Is this thing being blown out of proportion?
Yes, sir. Very much so.
Donnie seemed to be taking it all in his stride, but his fans, they're taking it pretty hard.
When it comes to New Kids on the Block, I mean, they make you feel a little bit worth, something. And I appreciate them, and I don't want to see him get 10 years in jail for something he didn't do.
This fan was staying on the floor of the hotel where the fire allegedly occurred.
There were no burn marks. There's no, people say he crashed something against the wall and set it on fire. There's nothing on the wall. There's no torn wallpaper. There's no paint. There's no fire marks on the wall. There's nothing.
And in an interview last night, a concert-weary Donnie had this to say.
Basically what happened is just a little goofing around, and everyone just got a little, panicking and just really blew it out of proportion totally. And, I would never, ever attempt to burn a hotel down.
But according to the Louisville Fire Department, a fire was set, and that's not kid stuff.
Obviously, anytime you start a fire in a hotel that's occupied, it's a very, very serious threat.
Serious enough that Donnie was charged with arson. If convicted, he could face 20 years to life.
The defendant unlawfully and intentionally used a flammable liquid vodka to set multiple fires.
This was Donnie's first arrest, but he's already done plenty to earn his title of the bad kid on the block, like punching a fellow airline passenger in the eye and scuffling with some college students in Atlanta. But even if authorities can make this arson charge stick, it's hard to imagine that anything could dampen the fire in fans.
Wahlberg is expected in court April 11th. He is now out on bail.